Hello everyone, Fancy here, you're watching FANTAVISION, and today we will be discussing when these shortages for the PlayStation 5 will end, and what the collective internet thinks as well, what their theory is. We'll discuss all that. Of course, please do like the video, it really does help. Okay, so right off the bat, we have plenty of theories about when it's going to be from different internet sources. We're seeing that it's going to be ending in 2021, 2022, very beginning. Boom! You can get one on the store shelf very easily. Though I'm thinking to myself when I'm reading that sort of thing, and I'm sure you are as well, really? All of 2021? So this entire year is going to be a pain in the ass to get one of these systems? According to pretty much everybody, yes. That is the one thing I think everybody has agreed on, that 2021 is still going to be a very difficult year to find a PlayStation 5 on a store shelf. In fact, I don't know of anybody who has found one of these systems just sitting there on the shelf. I've heard the Series X has been sitting on a shelf, but the PlayStation 5 seems to sell out before it even reaches stores. And not only is the general consensus that 2021 you're kind of screwed, everyone is agreeing that 2022 is the year where they'll start being more available, but everybody seems to be thinking different parts of the year due to many different things. Now, first of all, why is this system why is this a problem? I don't remember having this long of an issue for any console. I know the Wii was a bit of a pain in the ass for a little while. I know the Switch had like 2 different droughts for the system when it first came out. I was lucky enough to get one. And I believe later on, like during the pandemic, it was really difficult to find a Switch because everybody was buying them up. So there was a shortage later on in its life cycle. Even those were just a couple of months. Like it feels like they were just a couple of months, whereas the PlayStation 5 and maybe the Series X, we don't know yet because they're still selling out, but Microsoft hasn't said too much about when they think the shortage is going to be over. But when we're looking at the PlayStation 5, the demand is still insane. Now, I've been looking at people's YouTube polls, and there seem to be a lot more people saying no over time. I'm seeing more and more people getting sick of having to wait, sick of having to try to get one, and they're just like, nah, I'll buy one when there's more games out for it, when they do a redesign, because there has been rumors of redesign. And I think it's pretty much all but confirmed at this point that there will be a redesign. However, I'm hearing mixed things on what the redesign is going to be. Some people are saying it's going to be a completely new looking console. That doesn't make sense to me because, I mean, how long did it take for them to design the weird popped collar router? Well, apparently I'm wrong, as I did more research after I shot this video. Not only would it be a completely new design of the system, but they're also going to be supposedly putting in a much more powerful processor. So that's great, makes everybody, including me, that has bought a PlayStation 5 at launch, feel really great about their purchase. Especially since it's supposed to come out next year. There is a growing number of people that are just getting sick and tired of the fact that they can't get the system, and they're going, screw it, I'm not going to even try to deal with this online rush. I'm just going to wait until I can buy it on a store shelf casually. Which I completely understand, I really do. It is incredibly frustrating to try to buy this system when there's so many bots and so many other people all trying to get it, and it sells out like that, and the websites just can't handle the traffic still, even though it's been a long time now that we've been trying to buy this system, and these websites have been around for years, and they should know how to handle an influx of web traffic, but all of that gets very stressful, and it kills the excitement that comes along with a new system, because the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X should be something that people are excited about. It's a new thing that plays their games better, and they have different things about the system that make them exciting that the old systems don't have. So it's something that should be something that people are going to enjoy, and they're supposed to be stress relieving, but right now they're bringing people's blood to a boil. And I get it. I really do. That's why there are articles saying, hey, just don't even try to buy one in 2021. Don't even bother trying to buy a PlayStation 5 in 2021 because it's not gonna happen. They want to really just crush your hopes and dreams for this system. They don't want you to get your hopes up. They're saying, hey, just give up. and wait until it's in the store shelves and when you can just buy it without having to wait till a certain time and then click the button at the right time and follow somebody on YouTube who has a guide on how to buy a product at a store. There shouldn't have to be a guide or a video that shows you how to buy something. You should be able to just be like, here's my money, give me my product, done. Perfect, easy. But no, we have to have people showing others how to buy these things because the stores are so poorly run that there are little things that you need to know in order to buy the system. Like, for example, when I was buying my Series X on Best Buy, the regular add to cart button wasn't working, so you had to do the build a bundle and then go to a separate page and then add the system to your cart and then you could check out. And what is happening? Really? You had to spam click it at one point and you just keep clicking it really fast and then you're lucky if you get one. I mean, it's an incredibly frustrating experience and I get that. But it seems like the general consensus is that the middle of 2022 is when we're going to start seeing these systems more available, if not sooner. However, there was a semiconductor shortage too. So not only was there a pandemic that caused people to not be able to work in factories and just shut down everything. There was that Suez Canal thing that happened not too long ago, which I'm sure that canal thing affected pretty much everything. So just adding more things on top of that. But yeah, the semiconductor shortage is absurd because, I mean, that's why graphics cards are hard to find. That's why these systems are hard to find. And when we're talking about massively produced and products that are just really hyped up like graphics cards and consoles, you know a shortage like that is going to drastically affect how many can be produced and how long it's going to take for you to get your hands on it. So when it comes to buying these systems, I'm not going to be like that article. I'm not going to tell you that, hey, just give up, because it is possible. If you follow Jake Randall, he does lots of streams on how to get these systems. I've done a couple, but he does most of those. He also has those guide videos. He can help you out. He can help you get one. He's got helped thousands of people, and it is possible to get one right now at MSRP. But for the love of God, I will tell you, please do not buy from scalpers. Even if they only mark it up $100 or $200, but that's still $100 to $200 that you're essentially just throwing away. I know some people are okay with that, but I'm not. And plus, you're just adding to that scalper market. So the next system, the next big thing that everybody wants, they're going to do it again because they know they can make the money off of it. If nobody bought things from scalpers, if nobody paid the exorbitant prices, those exorbitant prices wouldn't exist. There would be no scalper market if people would not humor them. But unfortunately, there are lots of people that just don't want to deal with the stress of getting up at a certain time or logging on at a certain time and trying to click an add to cart button 1,000 times. And they would rather just pay a couple $100. And like, I get it. If you've got a lot of extra money and you really don't care, you're fine with just setting that money on fire. That's fine. I can't do that. I can't afford doing that. But I'd still urge you to please wait. If not to save yourself money, but to destroy that secondary market full of scumbags. What do I think of all this? When do I think they're going to be available? Like I said, it seems like the majority of places, including Foxconn, which again, by the way, fun fact, is the place that has nets around the building so people can't commit suicide. I think that early 2022 we'll be able to see these on store shelves because that is such a long time from now. And it's also not. I mean, it's May. It's May at the time of shooting this. It's May already. 2021. It's May already. I keep saying this because I have to convince myself that it's already been 5 months into this year. It's absurd. We're already almost halfway through the year. And, it's weird. It's really weird. It feels like this year just started, but we're almost halfway through. And the fact that we're halfway through and still not able to just buy a PlayStation 5 or Series X is weird. We're still stuck indoors. Life isn't back to normal. And that's another reason why this system is selling out. People want escapism. They want the most powerful system to get the most immersed into their games, which I mean, these systems are doing it. I mean, both of them have crazy fast load times. You're not sitting there thinking existentially about your life and when you're going to die. Instead, you're playing the game and you're feeling the cool little trigger thing with the PlayStation 5, and you're switching between games like it's nothing at all on the Series X, and you're playing Game Pass, and you're doing all these different things that are distracting you from the real world. I get that. And that's another reason why, like I said. Plus, this system upgrades all your old games. I feel like that's another reason why this system is so sought after. I feel like a lot of people aren't talking about the fact that because it can play your PS4 games, because your Xbox can play all the way back to the original system, it's basically getting a computer upgrade. You are upgrading all of the games that you own. A lot of these games are getting these huge upgrades, or they had the upgrades on the disc already that the old system couldn't take advantage of. Fun fact, God of War on the PlayStation 4, the disc, the 1.0 version, no patches, no nothing, could play 60 frames per second, but the system itself could not handle it. So now that you've got your PlayStation 5, you put that disc in, immediately 60 frames per second. That's amazing. That is amazing. Now they've patched the digital edition, so it's also 60 frames per second on the PlayStation 5. But the fact that a lot of these disc-based games are just getting upgrades immediately. I mean, Ghost of Tsushima, 60 frames per second, looks amazing. It's getting all those PlayStation 4 Pro upgrades without the downside of the PlayStation 4 Pro, which is sounding like a jet engine. There's so many people clamoring to play the games that they already know and love at a higher frame rate, better fidelity, and just an overall better experience. So with that, I get it. I get the frustration, but please don't take it out on the people that are trying to help you get these systems, because I've seen that already. I don't get that. Don't be mad at people that have the systems already. Don't be mad at these companies that are trying to produce these consoles at as fast of a rate as they can. I'm tired of seeing just endless people bothering not only the people that alert people when these systems go up, but the companies themselves and the people that are helping. Like, just stop doing that. Just stop doing that. Stop bothering these poor people that are trying to get you your system. Microsoft and Sony are not trying to limit the amount of systems that are going out. This isn't some artificial scarcity thing. That does not help them in any way. These are not collectibles. These are systems. They don't make money on the systems. They're not Nintendo. So many different ways that neither of these companies are like Nintendo. But they take a loss most of the time on these systems to get you in the ecosystem to buy those games, and that's where they're making their money, is that licensing, the fees that you pay to play online. All these different things are how they make the money, not the system. They want you to have the system, so stop attacking these people. I'm so sick and tired of it. The main takeaway is hopefully by early 2022, everybody can just walk into a store and buy it at MSRP, and the annoying stress that is involved in buying this system is just completely gone. Comment down below when you guys think the PlayStation 5 and Series X will be more readily available. Like the video if you guys liked it, subscribe for more content, and as always, have a fantastic day. See you, everybody.